Hello to all my successful, unique, and innovative friends, and welcome to day 5 of the Keys to Success training series from start to finish. Okay, today we're talking about, I think, in my opinion, one of the most powerful aspects of marketing is once the promotion takes place, what happens on the back end? This is where the bonding has to happen, this is where relationship building happens. Now, we want to talk about where are we at right now. I know now you should know what's required of you to successfully build an online business from day one. Day two, you should know the $1 million strategy that successful online marketers are used and how we have um, altered it and changed it and updated to a more suitable. How can I put this? Well, we've pretty much just enhanced what online successful online marketers are doing and made it easy to understand for everyday people to get involved with it. And also now you should know the science of generating traffic and how to analyze that traffic and how it converts for you and how to make the necessary changes to do that. So now what? Well, we want to talk about what do you have. We know where you came from. Now we got to see what's in your hand and what do you have. Well, people have already come into contact with you. Some checked out your website and saw the value that you're offering, and some have even signed up, given their name and their email. Well, not quite their phone number yet, but some give their phone number on the back end. But we're talking about the front end now, just the name and the email. That's what you have. That's a very, very powerful thing to have is names and emails. To build a list of that can be an income generating asset for life. But we're going to show you how to do that without the build a big list business model, without having to find new products to market or create new products to market. So now we're going to tell you what's next and how we do that in our $1 million strategy. Well, next is what I call the crucial first 2 weeks. Alright, people work with people they like and trust. So this is what you want to do in the first 2 weeks. First of all, you want to maintain your attractiveness. Maintenance is very important. What you did to get people in, you have to do to keep people, and more so. And then next, what I say is you have to further build your credibility with them. Alright, it's very, very important. You're courting people in these first 2 weeks. Alright, it's extremely hard to get people in the door, but it's even harder to keep them. And now the weapon and tool of trade that we use is the autoresponder. And here's just a recap on what that is. It's a piece of software where you can put a pre-written set of emails and decide when you want those emails to go out, and no matter how many people you have on the list, they're going to be delivered in that order to each individual. This is the ultimate definition of leverage, and they can be personalized, for a more personal touch with people. It does show a slightly significant difference having people's names on the email, but it just shows that in my studies. So next is, now you know what to do. Now you want to know what to put in these emails. Well, here we go. Value, and more value. Well, we told you the front end, what you do is what you lead with in a $1 million strategy is value, which is tools and resources that will help people. So what you want to do in these emails is load people up with more and more value, which the system takes care of. It comes with pay attention to all the adjectives we use, a pre-written value-packed, high-converting, relationship-building messages. Okay, so the title of our today's lesson is Building Relationships. These are relationship building messages. They also high converting messages, meaning that they're written to get people to take action. Alright, we're helping them out, but the overall underlying theme of these is to get people to take action. Alright, and this is what these emails have been designed and tested to do. Now here's the science behind what we did to write these emails, which another word for the writings of the emails and ads is web copy. Well, we see that the main objective is to help individuals get what they want. We really mean that you make more friends by showing interest in other people than trying to get others interested in what you have, okay, and what you do. So everything is geared towards what people want. You have to give the people what you want. You help enough people get what they want, then you get your desires and beyond. Alright, also within these emails are trainings, teachings, inspiration, motivations, and here's a very, very key important note right here, revealing both yourself as a person. Alright, you are a person, so reveal that. and as a user of the $1,000,000 strategy. You don't even realize that you have the cure for failure in your arsenal right now. And that's the $1,000,000 strategy. I know it seems simple, but with over 90% of people failing in business, it's I I would think, it must not be that simple. I guess, it must not be that simple if most people are failing and they aren't using a profit generating strategy. So you have the cure for failure. All right, so that should give you some confidence to go out there and to draw people towards you. You have a system. All right, a very, very powerful proprietary system, a one of a kind system to do this. All right, so once you have that, we give you, first of all, we give you this is just the science behind the web copy and how we wrote it, but we give you all of these tools, we give you all of these resources, but we just want to let you know what you have so you can have the confidence to stand behind what you have. Also, you want people to run into you everywhere you go. That's why it is important to market a little bit on social media so you can have something what I call a blanket exposure. The more people come into contact with you, the more likely they're going to take action. So it's good to blanket the internet, to be everywhere. I mean, if people are connected with you on so many different mediums, then there's going to be so much of you in their life. They're gonna start wondering, like, man, this guy is everywhere. I want to see, or man, this lady is everywhere. I want to see what she's doing. All right. And also, what goes into your web copy can be, you can answer some of the questions that people ask you. Because when you position yourself like that, people are going to come to you with questions because you're positioning yourself as an expert and as a leader. That's why it's important that this is why the Marketing Alliance Group, this is why we start with education. Because we realize people are going to see you positioned as a leader and a teacher and someone that can help them, and they're going to come to you. And you have to know what you're talking about. That's why we start with education first. We don't just want you to go out there with a bunch of zeal with no knowledge. You have to have knowledge with that zeal. Alright, and there's a number of ways you can do that with a video, a blog post, or just a message. We're going to get more into that at a later date, but we have all of that information and these tools set up for you guys from day one. Alright, now here's a little bit more information about the crucial 2 weeks. Just a little science behind it. People still have one foot out the door. I mean, they signed in, they gave you their name and their email, but they still have one foot out the door. This is a make it or break it period. Alright, you have to make sure they step fully into the door by giving them, first of all, what you promised them. That's why we don't promise anything that we can't deliver with. That's why we have that set up for you guys, that you're not just what do you call that? Not just overstating the value that you have, we're actually understating the value that we have. So when people come in with one foot in the door and they see that we were really understating what we have, that makes them put the other foot in the door. And when the value continues to increase and the better and to better on a daily basis, then that just solidifies the deal. Alright, and you have to make a lasting impression in these crucial 2 weeks, which is done through this 7-day training series that we have for you guys to give away and to offer, and the whole marketing funnel and the whole science of positioning yourself online to draw people towards you, the emotional trigger, the teaching and empowering and the inspiring, all of that set up for you will help you make a lasting impression. Now here's your instructions. Make yourself attractive by loading your prospects with a ton of usable value. The key word there, usable, something they can use. Alright, and don't be too pushy or pitchy. Just present the value of the system. You don't even have to tell them it's the system. Just present the value, and they'll look for it and find out that this value is within the system. And we're going to talk more about that in day 7 of the keys to that day is entitled Keys to Success in the Long Term. Alright, to sum it up, we talked about the importance of the crucial 2 weeks and also the power of the autoresponder within these crucial 2 weeks, so you won't have to literally build relationships manually but on autopilot. And it's automated, okay, building relationships. And we told you the science behind how we crafted everything to build relationships using the power of web copy. Now, tomorrow what we're going to talk about is the funded proposal. I know you guys are excited. We're going to talk about the money, the monetization of the prospects. Alright, how do you get them to take that desired action, which is to make a sale? We're just going to be plain and simple. We're out here trying to make sales. We're out here trying to help people but what we have to offer people costs money. All right, so I'll talk to you guys tomorrow about that.